the worst downtown in all of America.
$5.2 million being wasted for ourselves. The leadership in Orlando, Florida is the worst leadership that you can find in the country.
We're in front of Dapper Duck.
Yeah, well, it was Dapper Duck.
This place is closed.
Yeah.
Why does this place have such a big meaning to you, and maybe took a role or a big part of why the Patrick Carr show started?
Yeah, so I used to come here with like my buddies and drink and have a good time, and it was like that place that I went, like the Cheers bar for me, all right? And then when it closed and I came down here, what I didn't understand was just how many people were affected. It wasn't just me and my buddies. It was the bartenders, barbacks, it was the managers that worked there, the food, the cooks. Everybody in that place lost their jobs. And what pissed me off the most, and I'm right here, when you look behind us over here, Spencer, you see this BS mural, which is all about unity in downtown Orlando. We care about everybody. But meanwhile, businesses like this close over and over again. There's no unity in that. That's just people losing their jobs. And when you ask people like Frost or Escamani for an answer about this stuff, people that will be future leaders supposedly of Orlando, what you get is a bunch of word vomit. You get a bunch of stuff about affordable this, or we're gonna help everyone be more successful. Well, who's helping these small businesses? It sure as hell is not murals in downtown Orlando. And when you look around here, do we need a study to tell us that it's failing us right now? And so I get passionate, and I'm an asshole, and I'm a jerk, and all that stuff. But it's because these people right here, they don't got a voice. They got no way they can say something to the people that are doing this. And for me, that's where it comes from. That's that passion that I come from every day when people see it on the show.
This place closed?
So Ember was right here, right? So Ember was an outside-inside area. In my opinion, it was the best area for Sunday brunch with like you come with friends outside here, DJ in the corner over there, and it was the best Sunday brunch spot. So you'd spend Sunday afternoons here with friends, and that was Ember.
And now look how sad it is.
Now it's overgrown with weeds. And when I look at places like this, it's not just Orlando, it's the people who work in these places, the owners of these places and the buildings, they're affected just as much.
Since you have launched everything, you might have been called some names. I've heard combative, I've heard divisive, I've heard even being a freaking asshole. For someone that's lived in Orlando your whole entire life, it might be hard for these people to see that you're trashing their city.
So I think those are very fair things to ask, and I've surely been called them, all right? What I would ask people in Orlando and Orange County to consider is, am I being an asshole for a reason? And the reason I wanted you to meet me out here today was, if you look behind me right now, this is the Church Street project costing the city of Orlando over $5 million to pay 500 feet of street. It's a waste of money, in my opinion. And I think most residents believe that. And then if you just go over here, your camera, there's a project over there called Canopy, where they're building a park under an interstate with like turf and metal trees for like $34 million. Meanwhile, Buddy Dyer gets up this week and says, we may not have money to cut the grass. And I think the average person looks around and goes, what are we doing? Every business in this strip is closed. And then they're spending their money on bricks and light up canopies on Church Street. To me, I don't think many people understand it. So if they're going to ask the question of why I'm an asshole, also they should ask, is it for a reason?
So a lot of people see the Patrick Carr show and think, wow, all those nice lights, equipment, how does this get put on? How does the Patrick Carr show get funded? Are you getting money from political ads, political figures, business owners in Orlando? Maybe some outside sources.
Yeah.
Where is the money coming from?
So I get this question a lot. People think that I'm funded by some campaign or some political organization. I'm not at all. And anybody who says, any organization that thinks that I am, you're out of your mind. I'd be happy to open up my books for the Patrick Carr show anytime, all right? I don't make any money outside of probably $600 from people buying some hats and doing a couple $100 to sponsor the show. I make my money through a separate company. I take my personal money and I invest it into this. Now, I'm fortunate for the lights and equipment that you talk about. I own a media company, so I already own that stuff, right? So the startup cost for me is much lower. There is no outside funding at all for what I do. All I'm trying to do is just bring light to some things that maybe otherwise other channels won't cover.
What's your goal? To fix Orlando?
It's a fair question. To me, the goal is to bring awareness to the problem. If you are a small business owner, you understand this. It's about first identifying what the problem is. And until leaders of this city come together and go, we screwed up, there's a problem that we need to fix, we need to stop wasting money and invest in small businesses and private industry, this city is going to continue to lose.
So the big question that everyone wants to know about Patrick Carr, are you running for mayor?
I have about a week to decide. I live in Orange County, and I would want to move into Orlando to qualify to make that happen. Everything else I have no problem with, but I know that that's going to be looked at, and it's important to follow the rules. Do I have a passion for it? Absolutely, I do. And I think this city is going in the wrong direction, and I think I could win. Not because there's an R and a D behind my name, but because I have some common sense that I think most people can get behind. And I think everybody who's walked in downtown Orlando like we have today sees the exact same things. I will make a decision by next week into what I'm going to do, and I'll announce it to you and to others, of course, because it's important to me that people know there are options that are out there that are not these traditional bullshit options, but an individual that wants to come down here and say, hey, how about some common sense like not ripping up streets? How about some common sense like no parks under the interstate? How about some common sense like not investing 18 million into a damn library? How about some common sense like, you know what, maybe we should actually get some private businesses down here? Maybe some common sense like it might be good for affordable housing to get jobs into the area and build some places where people can actually afford to come down to these businesses and actually be able to eat dinner and keep them open. Nobody else wants to think about that stuff. Maybe I can. And next week though.
Stay tuned.
Hey, thanks so much for watching that. My name is Patrick Carr, and you probably wonder, why do we do this stuff, make these videos? And if you follow our content, all the short form that we do every single day, it's because we genuinely care about Orlando. I've lived here for over 20 years. I live in Orange County. My office is in Seminole County. Central Florida is home to me. And like so many of you that watch our content, it's home to you too. And we want to see a vibrant downtown Orlando, along with the Great Lake County, Seminole County, Osceola, Volusia, you name it across the board. We want to see everybody winning. And we've got our ways that we think will help make that happen. And I'm sure that you have yours. If you have ways that you think that we can make an impact on your local community, a story that we could cover, or something perhaps that we're getting right, or even that we're getting wrong, we'd love to hear from you. In the description right here, you'll find Anthony's contact information. Go ahead and send him an email. We do read them. Let us know what you would like to see us cover, or simply drop a comment below and we can go ahead and check that out right there. If you haven't already, like the video, please. It does help us. I know it gets repetitive saying it. Make sure you hit subscribe and follow our content for all the news and updates you need from Central Florida. From the bottom of our heart, from both Anthony and myself, thank you for watching the Patrick Carr Show, and we hope we bring you more great content in the future that you find valuable. We'll see y'all next time.